Welcome back to our another episode of our podcast. Every time we try to bring guests from industries and well-known personalities. This time we have Mr. Rohan Shah from the Nuam Logic Technologies Private Limited, Vadodara. Nuam Logic is running since 2016 and it has branches over Vadodara and Pune. Welcome, Rohan, to
Thank you.
this podcast.
Thank you.
Uh, Rohan, we actually try to understand every time from especially from the industry experts, that what is going on and how is going on, and especially we are trying to help uh, our students so that they can get a better insight about what is going on, and especially when we have a AI boom everywhere.
Uh,
So let us start. Uh, Generally, the IT companies are working with national and international clients.
uh,
So, can you walk us through how your journey evolved from local beginnings in Gujarat to serving global markets?
right. Sure. So we started back in 2014. We started with an e-commerce mobile application. It was called
Okay.
WowMe. The application is still going on, but we do not have the traction. So we ran it for 2 years, but we did not get the traction that we would like to have. So our investor has advised us, "Okay, better you don't fight with Amazon or Flipkart, or you better don't fight with sharks while you're in the sea." So we stopped it after 2 years. Then we moved to eventually starting. I mean, we learned from our experience, and we wanted to implement those experience to other startups. So we started with local companies. We started with local clients. That okay, this is what we can eventually help you, because we already have the experience of startups. Then we eventually realize that okay, now that we have already helped for startups for a couple of years, we have the experience of that also. Then we move to international clients, and there is a difference between I mean, I would say Indian clients and international clients. uh, Indian clients are more flexible, but sometimes high demanding, whereas international clients are more process or outcome driven, I would say.
Right, right.
Yes,
So there is a visible difference between international clients and Indian
yes,
clients.
it is. Yes.
Right, right. So, but for our students, uh, suppose they wanted to start a company,
Hmm.
and if they want to do something, then how they can earn a trust and a name
Hmm.
when initially no one knows you?
Yes. So see, I mean, first thing, whether you have to finalize that what you want to do,
Okay.
right? Whether you want to go with a service company, whether you want to go with a product company, right? Both have different path. Product company is more like 80% of marketing and 20% of development,
Okay.
whereas service company is completely reverse, whereas
Yes.
marketing sales is 20%, whereas the development is 80%. So first, that you have to finalize that, and once that is decided, you have to, again, the question that you have asked about it, that, I mean, you don't need to define to be how it is going to be there, or how I build a trust at the first level, because eventually it is going to take time. You have to give 2 years to yourself, that this is how I am going to do, and eventually trust will come. Eventually you will also understand, okay, this is what my specialty is, only after 2 years. So
Yes.
it's not possible that from very first day you know it. You think that you know it, but eventually the market has complete different understanding of your expectations, also your expertise also.
Right, right, right. Uh, Student often, some good students
Hmm.
often build some projects,
Hmm.
and generally they are the academic project or a part of academic project.
Hmm.
So in real life, how does an idea actually become a usable product for someone?
Okay. So it's a long process, I would say. I mean, you have to keep trying. You have to keep getting more customers, or trying to get more customers. That's the only way to you understand whether the market. It's called, the term called product market fit. So because we build a product, we have very much love with the product, and we think only with one perspective, that okay, this is how, this is the problem, and product are, people are going to love it. But when you actually go into the market with the product, you may get that okay, people doesn't need that. So that is a difference. Unless you go to the market, if you are talking about product, you will not get the the real outcome. So product market fit, you have to again try with at least a year, or 6 months, 9 months, try with different uh, customers, or different level of customers. You have to provide free also, just to get the real outcome, whether they actually need that, or whether they are going to use that or not. So unless you have that idea, I won't say, I mean, again, from first they don't expect that okay, this is how it's going to work, and this is my kind of, it's going to change my life. It doesn't work like that way.
So you have mentioned finding out a problem.
Yes.
So how one should find a problem? Because it is a, I think it is a toughest job
But
to
I
identify a
no, but
problem.
I contradict that. Actually, it's the easiest thing to find a problem, because
Okay,
problems are everywhere. Even if we talk about, right, there could be 10 problems here also,
okay,
right? But then again, yeah, see, problem is that even I had that problem, that when we feel that problem is complex, then it is a good thing for a business.
yes,
Very easy problems are very easy to scale also, and it is easy to solve and easy to build also. So
yes,
problem is that, I mean, I also had the same problem, that when we feel that the problem is complex, we feel okay, I mean, કે ભાઈ આને સોલ્વ કરવામાં મજા આવશે ને આના કસ્ટમર્સ વધારે આવશે.
yes,
પણ એવું નથી હોતું. I mean, easy problems have easy problem, easy solution, and more customers. That also works.
yes. એટલે એવું નથી કે if you are solving a complex problem, then also it is good.
હા, એટલે
એવું નથી
આપણું
એમ.
માઇન્ડસેટ એવું છે, પણ it should not be like that.
It should not be like that.
હા, અને બોરિંગ, સી અત્યારના કેસમાં, now that AI has come to the market, the boring problems are more easy. કોઈ બી તમે બિઝનેસ જોશો, ઇવન લાર્જ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝ, they are boring problems. Any industry you pick, even let's say talk about petroleum, so it's not a complex problem, it's an but boring problem,
Yes,
right? Eventually you have to get it, you have to refine it and solve it. એટલે it's not that easy જેટલું મેં કીધું એટલું.
yes, yes,
પણ
yes.
અગેન એટલું કોમ્પ્લેક્સ નથી કે તેના માટે તમારે એન્જિનિયર બેસાડીને આ રિફાઇન કરો, આ કરો,
Because processes are already solved,
ઓલરેડી
defined.
સોલ્વ. યસ, યુ હેવ ટુ જસ્ટ ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ that.
Implement that and manage them.
Yes.
Uh, so can we say that now the software development is not more about coding, but it is understanding the business problem?
It is, yes.
है ना?
Yes.
Right, right. Students, especially in UG, they are asking, sir, हमारे कई language सीखवी જોઈએ, શું કરવું જોઈએ? So, from your perspective, how important the tech stack versus the problem solving ability?
I think initially it was tech stack, it was there. Once, I mean, for past 1 year, I think tech stack is not important anymore. I think
Yes.
problem solving capability, software development capacity, architecture understanding, that is the one thing that one should understand, because you cannot limit, at this time you cannot limit yourself to one, two, or three technologies.
Yes,
Even
yes,
earlier it was not there, but that used to come after, let's say, you have to be expert in one technology first for a couple of years, and then you add on other capabilities into your portfolio. But now that it is like, you have to parallelly do multiple things.
Is it because AI?
Yeah, it is because of AI, because eventually you are not going to do 100% of coding.
Okay.
Right. So coding will be done in any language you want. Coding will be done using AI. So eventually, what you have to learn is that software understanding, how industry uses that, what are the security parameters, architecture, how let's say that for 10 user it's a different thing, for million user it's a different software.
Mm-hmm.
Even the functionality is same, but still there are I mean, that's the saying that from 10 user to million user there are 3000 commits in between.
Okay. Do you use AI in your company?
Yes, I mean, almost everyone uses AI in our company. Even from this April, we have given them, I mean, given them tasks to use it compulsory for a month, and give us a report back that how it's going to impact and what are the things that we are going to do. So we are going to, I mean, we are providing them the entropic plan also, and asking them compulsory use that for a month at least, and then eventually we'll go with everything.
Yes, yes. I have seen one of your LinkedIn post where
Yeah.
you are inviting young
Yes.
student
Yes.
to get into the challenge.
Yes.
What
Yes.
was that?
So what happens is that the AI innovation is coming at amazing speed.
Yes.
And problem with us or whoever is in management is that we are very much occupied into daily operations. So
Hmm.
we do get, okay, these are the things coming, but we don't get that kind of time, and we cannot put that time of that kind of efforts to implement them. So that what we need is fresh energy, fresh minds. And
Yes.
that's why I wanted fresher, or I would say inexperienced person with very much open mind, with an excitement that okay, what this particular thing is, just implement it, let's solve it, let's try to identify. So I am still hiring for that. I have got one good candidate for that, but I'm looking for multiple, and that's why we have divided into two parts. One is that helping for me as a CEO. One we also need for CTO, just to try, because let's say talk about Anthropic or Chat GPT or even Servam, people are coming with innovations every week,
Yes.
right? And when we want to push, or we want to propose something to our client, we need to have knowledge for that,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we don't have that kind of time or expertise as of now to implement that. For that I need this kind of person who eventually tries out certain things, gives us reports or results, and then eventually we can think about, okay, how we can sell this to our clients.
So students, you have opportunity.
Yes.
Fasten your belts. Right. Coming to next category of our questions, that in continuation to the last point you have discussed, if you had to choose, would you prefer a strong resume or a strong portfolio?
A resume I would not prefer, I mean portfolio, but resume, this has been I have been asking for 10 years now. If you see my LinkedIn posts somewhere 10 years back, I have asked that why, particularly in Gujarat, that students or candidate doesn't come up with video resume. You just have to record yourself, explain what you have built. It takes 5 minutes. It covers almost everything, because what we need we can directly identify from that particular video. I don't know why people are hesitant about it, but I think that's the best thing one can do if you want to get a job somewhere in any company. Try to go with video resume. And that's why, even if you the sir you just told me about my post, in that also I have asked, just record a 5 minute video.
Yes, 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 yes,
Right.
yes. Right.
Because how you explain, what do you understand, everything we can get from that particular
That
video.
from particular video.
So portfolio, I mean resume, paper resume, I mean, it's okay. People, I mean, if there is an HR and they want to get it, that's okay. But if you're directly approaching to management, then I think go for video resume or portfolio.
Right, 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 right.
There are different ways also. If I can add it, let's say that
Please.
so in one example, that Swiggy, what one candidate or one student has done, that they completely redesigned the Swiggy based on the user experience,
Okay,
and they just send it to Swiggy team.
okay.
Right. And he eventually got hired. Not that he is going to design or rechange completely,
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
point was that he researched it. So team also, I mean Swiggy team also understood, okay, this is the thing that, I mean, they are interested that how eventually things going to come, what are the parameters that he has considered. So I mean, to get a job is a easy thing and too difficult thing.
And
It
fundamentally clarifying what he can contribute.
Yes, exactly.
And either in a
Yeah, and
video.
it's the one example. I think Cred and all other people, and people are doing amazing things like this.
Yes,
Students are doing like this, and they are getting hired also.
yes, yes. So fundamentally, either through video or through this kind of
Portfolio we can say,
portfolio
or
things,
rechanging their product.
rechanging their product.
Oh,
Fundamentally, they are clarifying what the capacity he has
yes,
and what he
exactly,
can contribute.
exactly,
Right,
exactly.
right, very right. So you may be meeting young students and young people,
Yeah.
either for the hiring or for other purpose. Uh, can you let me know what are the common mistakes they are doing, and any advice to them?
Mistakes, so I won't say that there are common mistakes. I mean, different candidates have different kind of mistakes, I would say. And mistakes also, I won't say, it's like maybe not awareness also of that what
Yes,
industry
yes,
wants,
yes.
so I won't call it mistakes. But one thing that they need to have, the term that I usually call every time is learning animal. So you got to be ready that you got learn. Because I mean, this I usually tell to everyone, that two IT fields, one is information technology and another one is income tax, right? They have to learn till they are right. So it is like it's never going to stop for you. So if you
Yes,
don't have that attitude, right? Because see, again, At this stage also we are learning new technologies, we are learning, I mean personally also, it's not again team.
Yes.
So we are learning new, and it's going, I mean for past 3 months like it is coming like every week.
Yes.
So to match this pace is very difficult, but still I mean you have to have that learning attitude, and you cannot be complacent. Okay, okay, I know this PHP or I know this particular one language, and I'll save my job here. So it's not going to happen now.
Yes. Yes. So learning is the only thing that should be
Yeah, it
continued.
has to be continued.
So you keep telling that the industry is changing in a very fast way.
Yeah.
So coming to some upcoming next few years, what the students should prepare for?
Honestly speaking, I even for company people doesn't have idea that how it's going to come after 1 year.
Yes.
Right, even after 1 year, earlier we used to have plan for 5 years.
5 years.
Now it is very difficult, I mean we still have a plan, but not sure that it is going to be like that only. Right. So but what to prepare, if you specifically ask me, I think usage of AI tools, particularly for coding, how the coding happens, that along with that the primary thing is that you learn software development cycle or SDLC architecture level. That is the most important thing, because see eventually that is also been going to be done by AI. Right,
Yes.
it's on the way only. Right, but still there will be different, because again as I said, when you are developing for millions of users, or once the millions of users are using the application is completely different than what is it is eventually it was there. So even the functionality is same, even everything is same, but still there is a lot of difference at the backend level, at the architecture level, at the uh, security level. Right, so everything is different, so you need to understand that.
Yes, yes. Coming back to second last question
Yeah.
of this episode, suppose you are mentoring a BCA or MCA student,
Oh,
then what roadmap you may give to him or her
okay.
for a next 6 months or 12 months,
Right. So
provided that he has understood the basic of databases,
yeah.
operating system, C, C++, PHP, whatever there is there in
Right.
academics,
Right.
he has learned,
Right.
and he's a, I can say, a average student.
Right. So see, there is the one road for everyone. I think you have to first introspect yourself. Okay, what you are good at. It can be database, it can be coding, it can be architecture, it can be designing, but it is very important that you try to identify one point, because earlier, I mean even the institute has a problem that they want to go with all the features. Now
Hmm.
that it is completely changed. Unless you have expertise into one, it is very difficult to uh, I mean see, you will get a job, but to grow you have to be very smart about one particular thing, or very expert about one, because eventually every of your, I mean every task of yours is going to be done using AI.
Hmm. Hmm,
The
hmm.
your expertise comes that how to ask that, okay, to AI, okay, this is what I want and this is how you should do it.
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes,
so action is going to be taken using AI, or AI will do that, but what should be done, what should not be done, that expertise you need to develop.
yes.
So I would suggest that don't go for all, I mean don't be jack of all. Right, at this stage, I mean I was like that only. I had multiple languages, I was PHP, Java, doing everything. But now is the time that if you want good growth, or fast growth, I would say pick one particular thing that you feel you are good at, or maybe you are interested at, not good as of now. So make yourself expert in that particular area. So eventually what happens that even if company is using AI tools for that particular thing, they will need someone to guide the AI, that what are the things that should be done,
Hmm,
what are
hmm,
the things
hmm, hmm.
that should not be done, and that comes with experience and expertise only.
Yes, yes, yes. Similar kind of a question,
Yeah.
the last question, that suppose in 2026 today,
Yeah.
suppose you are a fresh graduate,
Yeah.
because when you have finished your post graduation before
Hmm.
12 years
Hmm.
or 13 years,
Hmm.
uh, the environment was different
Hmm.
and the technology was at different level.
Hmm.
But suppose you are finishing your post graduate in 2026,
Hmm.
what you would do?
Interesting question. Okay, so I will, for to answer this question, I will not consider the experience that I had because in this
But the
experience ha,
environment of 26, you don't have experience.
yes, yeah, because right now I have a clarity, okay, this is what I'm good at.
Yes.
Maybe if I was passing out at this particular, let's say in 2026, so I would have that clarity. So in that case, what I would have chosen, probably PHP development, because earlier I was good at PHP or expertising. But considering the market, I'll change that. I'll just be very much expert on coding and development somewhere, to build admin level of application or enterprise level of applications, where security is the major concern. Try to identify that industry which has audit and compliance,
Hmm.
rather than going general specific companies. I will try to identify where the audit and compliance is by norms, it is there by government, by the company. It is where the most security things, I mean, everything is going to be there eventually. So I would go in that particular direction. Again, it's a hypothetical scenario, so I am
Yes,
not
yes.
sure, because I put myself into that situation. I am not still sure that what I would do. Right, but still, if you ask me that, probably I would
Yes,
go
yes.
in
And
that
similar
direction.
feelings are experienced by the
Yeah, I
students
mean,
right now.
that's
Na?
why I, when you asked it, I was thinking, okay, I am not sure that what I am going to do
Yes,
is.
yes. And we are actually helping them
Yeah,
to understand the things.
right.
All right, Rohan, it was really a great experience and very good insight you have given about the market, about the technology, and
Yeah,
about what the students should do.
yeah.
We keep inviting you for the
Sure,
upgrades.
sure, sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, student, we are ending this episode at this point, but we will be keep coming with newer guests and newer insights from the industries and the market. Keep listening this podcast. Please share to your friends. Please like and follow us on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you very much.